the other challenge for people, and that you mentioned too, and where most fear sets in, is debt. Okay, and capital investment, venture capitalists, whatever investors. Uh, Tell us what your strategy is on debt and your philosophy around it.
Absolutely. I love debt, but I like controlled debt. In real estate, the people got hung in 2008 were the people who were over leveraged, too much debt at a time where debt didn't make sense. We're at a point right now where risk off is a much better strategy than risk on. We're looking at a bubble all across the world, but primarily in the real estate market in the United States, we're paying attention to 2023, 2024. But when I think of debt, I think of debt right now as an asset. The debt that I have against inflation, like inflation was just put out as 7.5%. So I'd rather have the bank's money burning that 7.5% each year instead of my money in the bank where I'm now making the loss. So I'm borrowing their money, and that money is bought into an asset that is appreciating at that 7.5% while their dollars are going down in value. And that's where that appreciation shows up, right? With the asset, you've bought an asset with debt, that asset keeps going up, but the debt stays the same. Well, real estate, it's actually amortized, so it actually gets paid down a little bit by the tenants. So when it comes to a market like this, an inflationary market, we are heavy debt. We want to be in debt. We want to borrow as much money as possible so that the bank can lose those funds and we can gain the net, the arbitrage of the inflation factor.
Okay, so that sounds
Now,
good.
how much percentage of debt is a good question. So we always buy at a 20% discount. So day one, I'm at a 20% equity position anyway. But then we do a forced appreciation play where we're improving the properties, change out the management, put in new tenants, do rent increases, and that puts us at another 20% equity position. So within 6 months to a year, we can be at a 40% equity, 60% debt. But as we hold for 4 more years, we're getting the appreciation of the market.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a decent landlord, you can raise the rents that 5% each year, and that 5% increase raises the value of the property because
Yep.
properties are based on their income. The multifamily is based on its income. So you can reasonably in 4 years be at a 60% equity position. And my portfolio right now is a 5-year portfolio. It's at a 71% equity position. And that's I like that number. It feels good. It feels comfortable at night.
Yeah.
First year was a little tight, but then it gets better and better as you hold.